Good afternoon, everybody. How are you all? I hope everyone is keeping well this lovely Tuesday afternoon. Yeah, we are in the afternoon. We're past midday now, aren't we? You are very welcome and thank you so much for joining me here today over in lovely Northern Ireland. Although we don't have sun at the minute, at least it's not raining. That's always a bonus over here. So it's always either drizzly rain or, as I call it, wet rain. The rain that you don't realise it doesn't look like it's raining, but you're actually getting drenched. So you are all very welcome on here this afternoon. And what I'm actually going to be sharing with you is how you build your who do you know list and finding the right contact method for you. So yeah, but what I will actually do first of all is I'll just share a wee bit about who I am and how long I've been in the company. So I was actually Forever actually found me 6 years ago now. I cannot believe it's been 6 years. It's crazy, absolutely crazy, as to how fast time has flown by. It really has. So I was actually introduced to it. It was by a friend of mine who, long story short, should I say, I was given a C9 as a Christmas present. And I know that some people, because whenever I got it, I was kind of like, oh gosh, a little bit cheeky maybe, but I actually chose to be eternally grateful because for what Forever has actually given me and what that C9 actually did for me. So basically, it was my friend who was being very clever, actually. She actually gave it to me for a Christmas present because back then I used to smoke. It was a horrible, horrible habit. And and I had given up smoking and I'd put, I think, about 2 stone on. And I was constantly moaning about, wanting to get healthier and wanting to shift a few pounds. So she gave me that, and that was it. And I didn't do the same. I didn't do it for months. It kind of just got chucked into the utility room. But literally once I did it, everyone started saying how well I was looking, and I didn't know anything about the company at all. I literally was going back to my friend and saying, how is this working? People are asking me, what is it I'm taking? And I had to keep going back and asking questions about the product and how much it was and everything else. So then fast forward, my friend actually invited me to a one-to-one. So when I say a one-to-one, it was kind of just more like it was on here, it was online, and it was actually my upline manager then was over in the UK. So although I'm over here, that's the beauty about this business, that it doesn't matter where you are, because if you have technology, if you have a phone, if you have Wi-Fi, you can build a business. So I literally saw the business opportunity and jumped at the chance, absolutely jumped at it. Didn't have the 199, and I literally went and just borrowed the money. That was it. And the next day, that was me signed up, and I just took it from there. So basically, why I wanted to do it was my husband works away. I'm at home with 5 kids, and I had just had the baby. Well, I say I just had the baby. She was in primary school, and I just didn't want to go back to my job. I didn't want to miss out on and all the little things, all the school sports days, all the teacher parent or the parent teacher meetings. And my daughter was very into ballet. She loves her ballet. So I wanted to be there to do the swimming lessons and the ballet lessons. And that's what I wanted. So I wanted my own income, my own financial independence. And that's what it's given me 6 years later. So 6 years later, it has been just absolutely fantastic. I've been able to stay at home with my daughter, and her ballet, should I say, she dances 6 days a week, so it is absolutely constant. And if I hadn't been introduced to this opportunity, I would not be able to stay at home and be there for my daughter to help her with all her lifts. So in order for that to happen, what I'm actually going to do is take you through how you build your who do you know list and how you can actually build your business then in order to create a lifestyle that is right for you. So I will just forward on here. Bear with me, by the way. I'm not great at technical things, so if I mess up a little bit, just forgive me and move on. so, so think about who you know. So this is like the most important thing. I remember whenever I first get started, I was told, right, who do you know list, right? Write your who do you know list. And I was like, I don't really know anybody. I maybe have about 4, 5 friends that I can think of, which is absolutely ridiculous considering I'm one of 6 children. I have a huge amount of extended family and friends, but yet I was closed minded thinking that I only had about 4 or 5 friends. But what I was thinking in my head is that no, they're just my friends, my close friends. So, what I would suggest to you is open your mind. I'm going to take you through how you can find more people and how you can actually add them on to your who do you know list. So, think of your friends. So think of your best friend, for instance. So we all have a best friend, and maybe we have loads of best friends. So literally write their name down and think to yourself, right, well, they also have friends. They have friends that you possibly know, but you're not friends, but they're still like a referral from a friend. Write their names down. Think about recreation. When I say about what I mean by recreation is like if you have children or if you're in sports or whatever it is, what is it that you do for a hobby? What is it with the kids? Like with my daughter in particular, it was at the beginning, she was doing swimming lessons, she was doing gymnastics, she was doing ballet, she was doing everything. So it was literally about meeting the mums at the lessons, just chatting to them because we were, let's be honest, we were all bored stupid waiting for half an hour or 45 minutes. So we always got chatting. So it was literally just about getting to know them, adding them onto your who do you know list, exchanging contact details. But whenever the kids are wee, generally speaking, you're arranging them for play dates as well. Think about your occupation. So, what is your job? Are you in the corporate world? Are you maybe, are you replaying this back again after your work? Are you in the corporate world? Are you a stay-at-home mom? What is your job? Who else do you know that has the same job as you? It doesn't matter what your job is, but just think about other people that are in the same line of work as yourself. And geography, where do you live? Who do you know that lives in other countries? We know that this company is in 160 countries around the world. This is a global company. So it doesn't matter about whether it's a 5 mile radius. It is the entire world that you can actually build a business in. How phenomenal is that? So don't just think where you are now, think globally of everybody that you know, because it's not just about the people that you know, it's also people that they know. And social. So if you think about what do you do socially, do you, well, I was going to say things have changed slightly in the last couple of years, but socially, I know that we were going on to Zoom. Zoom was just our best friend for the last year and a half, hasn't it been? And I know that there's been lots of birthday parties on Zoom. So who else was on those Zoom calls? That's somebody else to add to the list because it's a friend of a friend. So think about all those things as well. Think about, do you go out? I don't know, coffee shops. That would be my big thing. I would sit at coffee shops. Absolutely love that and make that my office. So think, just think about who you know, because I know, simply because I was exactly the same, that I thought to myself, no, I don't really know anyone. So you definitely know more people. So again, think about the people who you want either in your team or trying your products. Think about those people to begin with. So who do you know that's in sales? Who do you know that it's their livelihood actually to talk about products and selling products or whatever product it may be. So think about that for a minute. Do you know one person that's even in retail? Do you know one person that I'm sure you've got a favorite shop, whatever shop you go into? I'm sure that you will have got speaking to that person because you're in there all the time. So think about that person. So put them down on your list as well because you just don't know. Teachers. We all know teachers. We were either taught by teachers or our kids are taught by teachers. There's teachers are absolute. I personally, teachers are just amazing because they're so unlike me, or I'm so unlike them. They are so organized. I would absolutely love teachers in my team. So teachers are just fantastic. So everybody knows teachers. So write them down on the list. And again, like I say, it's not about who you know, it's also who they know. Who's enthusiastic? Who would you love to have in your team? Who would you love to have using your products and then literally saying to everybody else, oh my gosh, these products are just unbelievable. You have to try them. And they talk to everyone about them. The same goes for the business. Who's enthusiastic? Who would just lift the whole team spirit in your team? Who would just lift that vibe? And attitude. Who would you like in your team that has a really good attitude? We all want to have good attitudes. We all look for people with good attitudes. And then money. Who do you know actually that needs money coming up to Christmas? There's always somebody, and it doesn't matter. Everybody joins this business for whatever reason, and no two reasons are the same. You know, somebody may just want an extra £50. That's it. Fantastic. You can help them with that. Somebody may want £200. Amazing. You know you can help them with that. Somebody wants £1,000. Sure, isn't that absolutely fantastic? There is so much that we can actually do to help people. And the start of it is literally by getting names on your who do you know list, because your who do you know list is your database. Every single company, every single workforce, every single thing will have a database. And you'll know that whenever you're getting emails, you're going to be constantly getting emails from different companies trying to promote something or sell something. Ours is no different. You have to have a database to start. So if you're anything like me, I'm a very visual person, so I love to have pictures. So I actually have to excuse me. I think the pollen is getting to me or something. My nose is running, so excuse me. But yeah, the visual aspect. Now here, I have mine here, but as you can see on the screen there, the memory jogger. So this is just the best, the absolute best thing that you can actually have. And this comes in your starter pack as well. So if you think like anything about the business, every single thing in this booklet, you can have a business, you can build your business. You don't even need anybody to help you. Everything is in here for you. But if you look at that, you can see it's literally just a memory jogger for if you're more visual. So if you look at your past, so think about, you know, who you went to nursery school with, how many houses have you lived in, you know, oh my gosh, who were your neighbours 20 years ago? Have you moved since then? Who did you meet on holiday as a child? You know, who did you hang about with in your teenage years? What youth club did you go to? Do you ever bump into anyone that you used to hang about with as teenagers? And what primary school did you go to? You know, think about all these things. So you've got your primary school, you've got your high school, your tech, your university, your college. You know, it's all these things. Perhaps you took a year out, perhaps you went traveling. Perhaps you were like me. I had my children early. I had mine young, and I was a stay-at-home mum to begin with. So I had loads of people that I knew back then that was in mums and tots groups and things. So they're the people to think about from there. I mean, you could literally fill pages with that, absolutely pages. Then you just think, as I said there, places you've lived. I think the average people would move in 4 times in their life. So you're gonna know people, old neighbours and things as well. So again, friends, this is now. So who do you know now? So do you have kids at school? Do you have, if you have kids at school, what about the school gates, the mums and that at the school gates? So who do you meet on a daily basis? These are all people to add on to your who do you know list. And then again, it's as it says there, your pastimes. What are your hobbies? What clubs do you go to? If you don't have any, what about your kids? Like I said, with my daughter, it's ballet, and I've got a whole. My daughter has just joined another ballet school, so it's 2 separate ballet schools. So I now have another full lot of people to add on to my who do you know list from that. So there's so many opportunities, and if you haven't, this is, as I say, in your First Steps to Manage Your booklet. So it's on page 22 and 23.